Okay.
Um, Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Junard. I'm going to be your therapist for today's session. Just want to point that out there. This therapy session will be confidential. Everything that I said or heard in this room will be kept between us two. Everything that's documented will be kept between us two as well, without any authorization between us two. If there's any point in time where I feel like the therapy session is not going anywhere, or there is a concern of bodily harm to either yourself or to others, I will end the session immediately. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, so like I said, we'll just do quick introductions. Again, my name is Janard. I am going to be your therapist for today. From my understanding, you were contacted by me by one of your foster worker carers. Forgive me for getting their name. It's been a while run, but I want to get to know you too. So can you tell me about yourself and your name and what kind of ethnicity and your pronouns you go by?
So my name is Kendra. I'm 16. I am Latinx and I go by she, her.
Nice to meet you, Kendra. So I guess another question I would ask is, um, what kind of got you into coming to therapy for today?
Yeah, so um before I started to live with my foster family, my father was actually in a car accident,
Hmm.
my siblings and I as well. However, my father didn't make it. Um, so from there on, my mother was taking care of us, me and my two siblings.
Hmm.
Um, and she did her best. She did her best, trying to raise us while also, um, grieving my father's death.
Hmm.
Um, she did get some support from my aunt, which I was pretty angry at in the beginning because she didn't let me know.
Hmm.
And during that time, I was also helping my mom with my two siblings as well, which didn't go so well on my end.
Hmm.
I ended up, my grades started dropping, and I just started to do bad for myself.
Hmm. I'm very, again, my condolences for you and your family. I'm very sorry to hear that. Um, I hear that you were pretty upset with your mom. Despite her grieving and trying to provide for you guys, you kind of had to step up to provide care for you and your siblings, where in which your grades kind of dropped, which I don't really blame you for that. I very pretty much respect you for being able to handle all of that at such a young age as well. I know it's been rough. Um, and I understand that you kind of did pretty much got upset when your auntie did come by, your mom not telling you, and it kind of led to um them kind of also kind of like a kind of little broken relationship till things got a little messy as well. Is that pretty
Yeah.
much what you said to me? Just want to be clear.
Yes. After that happened, my mother, she was cooking for my sisters and I, and she ended up falling asleep.
Mm.
Because so when she fell asleep, the house actually started on fire. So
Hmm.
my siblings and I were removed from my mother's care. I was placed in foster care, and my siblings actually went with my aunt.
And how do you feel about after all that has happened with you?
Um, I feel really sad, anxious at times. Um, just, I think about my family a lot, and I really would like for all of us to be together one day.
Okay. Would you say that would be like one of the goals you would want to achieve at the end of this therapy session?
Yeah, I would say that's what my main goal would be.
Okay. Again, I am here for you for that. I will be able to support you throughout that and be able to help you achieve that goal throughout these therapy sessions. I guess another thing I would ask is Is there anything that's interesting you right now while at school? I know it's kind of good jumble going back and forth with school and things going on, but I kind of just want to throw a question if there's anything that's interesting you right now.
Yeah, I would say right now school is going pretty good. My foster family is really supportive and they have me on a pretty strict schedule, which is actually very helpful. I do one day would like to be a lawyer,
Mm.
so that's something that interests me.
Was there anything that kind of got your interest in lawyer, or it just kind of like popped up while you're like thinking about in the future?
I would say maybe my situation is what, you know, kind of pushed me towards that.
And you have my 100% support for you and helping achieve that. I just know that you're as a foster family. You said you have a good relationship with them, correct?
Yes.
Is there any siblings in there as well that you have a good relationship with, or
Yeah, so I do have a sister. Her name is Tanya. We I would say that we have a good relationship.
Mhm.
Um, Sometimes I cook dinner with them once a week, if not twice a week. It kind of makes me feel a little bit closer to them. And it makes me feel like I have their support.
Would you say there's also any hobbies that came about during those times as well?
Yeah, I like to um, write poetry,
Hmm.
as well as going to the park. I would say that I'm interested in science and plants and um, finding like different types of animals in my neighborhood and identifying what they are.
Hi. I'm very glad to hear that. I'm very glad that you're able, despite all these circumstances you're going through and the feelings you're feeling right now, you're able to push forward and be able to get more interest in school, become a lawyer in the future, which is a very good career to look into, and build these other hobbies like when you mentioned cooking and then interest in science with plants and animals, which is very good to hear. And I will do everything I can to support you all the way.
Thank you.
Is there anything else that you want to mention to me or any questions you would have throughout these sessions or
Um, no, I feel like I told you everything for the most part, other than me just really feeling sad for no reason.
is there any reason you're feeling sad by any chance?
I think maybe because of the situation that I'm in, but I can't really pinpoint it.
Okay. If you don't feel it right now, that's okay. I feel like by the time we kind of go through it together, we could probably figure out if there's any correlation with it, whether it's in the family situation or what's going on with school or at foster care. Despite like what you told me, I feel like we'll be able to find something throughout the time we have together.
Okay,
So if not anything else, thank you for this session and hope to see you next time.
thank you.